Hey everyone, I thought I should make a should you summon on this banner. I guess since it's an actual banner and it's here. First thing I want to state is definitely wait until the very last day. Do all 10 of your free multis first, and then make the decision. And there's also the decision to make that whether or not you should do 5 extra multis as a given, because that allows you to buy a memory with these cards right here. I would say tickets, but then tickets like has the same name as tickets over here, and I don't want to get them confused, so I'm just gonna call them cards from now on. So yeah, these cards, usually you get, I believe it's one per single, and then 10 per multi, and we are getting them from the multis even though they're free. So that's just Sega, I guess, being kind to us, which is really cool. So basically, we're getting 100 free of these, which is 50 off 5 multis again, from being able to buy a memory. So there's characters and there's character fragments, and the memories are down here. You can select at least one of your choosing if you end up doing the 5 extra multis after the 10 free ones, and that all depends on you. There's some solid options here. I would say definitely do this if you just need one more copy, but I would say probably not if you want one copy just to have it, because memories don't really become insane or like potential breaking until they're towards the end. Like if you get the full max out of their stats around like silver, or you get that extra gold effect once they're actually again gold. So it's not really worth just buying one copy and hanging on to that. It could be, but in most cases you definitely just want to work on your maxing your memories. So I think definitely a bunch of these are really worth picking up. You have the Raw's memory. I think it gives defense to Amelia camp, something like that, something pretty solid for him. Idle memory, the infamous idle memory that makes you basically the most untouchable player in the game when you're using this on Valram. Christmas Leah can still compete. I have although my Valram is only silver, I had her full speed maxed out. I had full idle memory, a gold star, and I still had certain Christmas Leahs that were just faster, because Christmas Leah inherently is faster at full speed than Valram at full speed. But with idle memory, Valram was faster. Then they came out with a memory for a hooded Amelia, which gave her agility. And I think what people are doing is putting that agility one on Christmas Leah. And Christmas Leah is just insanely fast. Even with a 50% head start, I still get outsped. I don't know how, but it is very unfortunate. So it is what it is. We have the broken juice memory. If you saw my last video on juice, you understand why this memory is so insane. So if you have juice and you have one that's about to be max and you just need one more copy, probably pick that up. Then we have some of the other ones that aren't too big or crazy, but puck memory gives attack, which is really nice. And then I'm not sure what the other ones do, so just make a decision on that. Again, we have all of the translations for all the memories in the Discord, link in the description if you want to join. I'm not affiliated, but it's a good choice nonetheless because it has a lot of information. Or again, you can probably just buy these memories or these fragments. Currently my Valram is silver, so I'm probably, if I don't pull another copy, I'm gonna waste all these, then waste as many gold coins as I need to completely max her out, because I've been wanting to max her out for a while. But again, wait until you do your 10 free multis, see what you get, see if you get anything you need first, and then decide to go in. Again, if you do go in, the 5 multis is definitely a safe way to go, but if you want to go all in, we'll just talk about a little bit of the characters you need in order to get really something worthwhile, and if you really should, because we still have part 2 coming, which is pretty much the Lolly, Rem, and Ram almost confirmed. Like it's pretty solid evidence, I would say, that either they're part 2 or they're sometime soon. Then we have a bunch of the other leaks that I've talked about, and we also have Mimi, which actually counters a lot of the units in this Gacha, which really matters because a lot of these units matter only for PvP or big time in PvP. So yeah, I guess we'll just get started. Valram is the poster girl, because we'll talk about her first. She has an AoE charm. Charm is semi-new effect. It's been a new effect since February. Not a lot of bosses counter yet, but when they do, it's kind of like a dead, ability. It stuns the enemies. I do have a translations pulled up. We can go ahead and look at the translations. Let's start from the list. Valram. So this is her kit. Amelia Camp Allies debuff chance 50%, really good for specific teams. Then you have defense down on her basic, charm plus invincibility for 1 turn. Then you have damage over time along with the charm on her AoE skill 2. Pretty solid. She's a little dated, but I think she's sort of making a comeback with the meta. With Mimi being able to stop passives, it just makes actual abilities that much stronger. So I think that having her would be pretty nice on your team. Then we have Ram, which is basically the tank version of her. This one right here is defense up. Let me see, I can actually just pull translations again. I didn't really plan out this video too well, I'm just kind of winging it. We have taunt on her single, because that's really good, because she's basically a tank, and every time you hit her, she's going to be healing. Then she has Reflect Charm and increase all allies' defense and agility for 2 turns. So pretty solid tank option, I would say. Then we have Roz. He's still top tier. I think he's still top 3. I think he's definitely earned a spot there. His passive is just insane. You get so many solid buffs. It's really good for PvE as well. He removes buffs, which is also again really good for PvE. It can work in PvP, but for the most part, I think that skill is more so for PvP or PvE. So he's really good. I think the core 3 you definitely want to reroll for. Definitely want a reroll for if if you're doing that, and you definitely want from like the basic 10 is Valram, Roz, and Leah, Christmas Leah. Those 3 can definitely carry an account for a while, especially Leah. She's a very specific unit with her leader skill and all, but Amelia Camp is like one of the biggest camps in the game, if not the biggest. So it's very specific, but not specific at the same time. So really good. Then you have the Christmas units. They've kind of fallen off of PvP. I still see them every now and then, but they're still really solid units for PvE. They can work in a lot of good places. Reinhard, he's kind of an odd one. I see him in PvP for time to time. He used to be like a one-shot nuker during the Roz meta somewhat. I think he's still a really good AoE for PvE. I'm not too experienced with him. I don't have him. Same with Wilhelm, young Wilhelm. He was really good, I believe, in the previous event, or one of the previous events, the previous all-out war. He AoE defense downs, which is an 80% debuff, which is really good. He's nothing too crazy, but having his support and its DPS all in one unit, I think is just really valuable. And then we have Krush, I believe, is the last featured unit that is on the banner. Yeah, Krush is the last one. She's basically a mini Elsa, but Elsa is even outdated, and so to have the mini version of Elsa be here, I mean, she's definitely still a cool unit, and I've seen her do some crazy things, and I really love her art. Her art is literally gorgeous. She's not all too valuable, so I'd say out of all of these, she's probably the worst one. And then you have the normal banner. Then we go to the memories. We talked a little bit about them. Basically, each of these banners, their memories are here. So this is the Roz memory from the Roz banner, idle memory from the Ram and Ram banner. And then I think these banners came with these other units. I wasn't around then, so I can't really speak on that. But right around, basically the Valentine's Day banner was the soonest banner from this pool that I was here for. So I'm only able to speak on that. So yeah, just letting you know who basically you want to pull for, who you want to see during a reroll. Again, Rem is really solid for both PvP and PvE. Roz can definitely carry an account, and Christmas Leah for sure as well. I think those 3, out of those 3, probably Leah's like the worst one, only because she's very specific, and yeah, she's good for PvP for outspeeding Rem, but it's like, I don't know, you gotta use it for specific teams. You have to really build towards that. I don't know. I feel like Rem and Roz could be slapped on any team and definitely shake up the meta just in that instance, while Leah has to be built around, she has to be built for. Like, I think just having Roz and Rem are just game changers by themselves. So I definitely put Roz in the top, Ram, and then Leah to go for. But definitely those three Christmas units are very exclusive, as we've seen. They've come back, I think, once before on their own special banner, and then yeah. So, but they're really good for PvE. Then Reinhardt, he's pretty good. Wilhelm's pretty good. You see, this is a very cool banner. But I wouldn't say build too hard for PvP here, because the reason I think they're so generous here is because Mimi's here, and the Mimi cancels passives. So then there goes Ram, there goes Roz, and then these units don't really play off passives. So that's why I think these two are shining a little bit brighter in PvP. But I still think they're not as good as they once when they were launched. So you have to pick and choose again. So yeah, a very unscripted video, just very like all over the place. I just wanted to make this out, put it out, just for people to know I have a big idea. I didn't want to like keep this stalling for too long. So I hope this helps you decide who you want to pick. Good luck with your summons. I have yet to get anything. Again, I'm going to be posting all 10 multis once they're done. Like the day of the 10th multi, that's when I'll post all of my collective multis so far. I've been pretty unlucky. I'm gonna be real. Nothing too crazy. Hopefully you guys have been pulling units left and right. I've been seeing on the brag channel on the Discord a lot of people pulling some crazy stuff, which is really cool. But I've been pretty unlucky. So hopefully the rest of the multis go pretty well. Hopefully I pull another Ram, maybe a Leah, maybe a Roz. Hopefully literally anyone, because I think I only have 2 of the units here, which are these 2. So literally any other unit I would enjoy, please, Sega. That's going to do it for this video. Again, good luck with your multis, and I'll see you guys in the next one.